Good morning, friends. Welcome. I'm going to give you a few seconds here to log in, and then we're going to talk about happy holidays, all the toxicity, all the chaos that is flowing through the world right now that you're all so intent on focusing on. And the question I ask is, why do we stay? Right? Why do you stay in toxic relationships? Why are we so intent on talking about them, focusing on them? That's all we do is label shit. All we do is label, they're a narcissist, they're toxic, they're the bad sheep, they're the black sheep of the family. You guys, we have to step into the new era. So I want you guys to ask yourself, going into this holiday season, have you ever wondered why so many people are intent on fixing their toxic relationships? Have you ever wondered, why do we stay in all of this toxicity and suffering? This thing really blows my mind. Why do we stay there? Why do we keep going back? Why do we keep asking for it? Right? Why do we keep tolerating this toxicity, and then you're shocked when you break out of it? You're like, why was I doing that? You ready for the answer? Love. We are so intent on love. We're so intent on seeking love. We're so intent on wanting to be loved, when what we don't realize is love is already inside of you. Love is divine, but you weren't taught. So the toxic love that you learned as a child, you will seek it. You will try to fix it. You will try to fix another human. You will try to fix another person. You will try to fix your children in that kind of love that you're trying to heal. So here's the gig. Here's the new year. Look, my newest book, go get it. Mastering Your Badassery with Truth. Okay, Daune Thompson. Just launched it. It's on Amazon. Just go ahead and pull it up. That's my basic fix for the new year. Basic, right? Or number two, I'm launching Truth Warrior series starting on January 11th. Again, DM me if you have questions, or go to the link in bio. It's right there. But my point is, you can learn to remove the boulder blocking you from love, or you can beg the boulder to love you. I want you all to answer in this video who you think's going to win. You can beg a boulder, right, to love you, and you know the boulder's never going to win. You know it's not going to change from being a boulder, yet you keep asking that boulder to be something it's not. And this is what we do in our relationships. So why do we get stuck, right? Why do we stay stuck in these tough boulder places? Why do you stay stuck in a place that you know is unhealthy for you? Because it's what you know. It's what you knew growing up. It's what you learned is love. Love is love. And we've labeled love with all this bullshit. And we're leaving. I'm a cycle person. I'm actually a pattern person. I can see patterns almost as if they're like literally screaming at me. And then I look at people why they're doing things. And I go, why are you doing that? And it's like, well, I don't know. Because they're looking for love, not the pattern of love that they learned. And so the pattern in the universe, the pattern in astrology, the course, like I said, the Truth Warrior series I'm teaching is on your personal blueprint, your personal astrology, energetic blueprint to understand your own self. And we're leaving the age of Pisces. Pisces is all about religion and belief and systematically controlling how you believe. And so it was about faith. Now, misdirected faith, because he wanted you to have faith in a man instead of the man here, your soul, your beingness, your divine love within, okay? We've been there for 2,000 years, so yeah, it's been a long time. And we've been in this stage that we've been in breaking it. Like, I don't want to believe in something I can't see. I want to believe in what I feel, who I know. So now we're going into the age of Aquarius. for 2,000 more years. So this isn't going to be new. This isn't changing. We're not dying. Planet's not going to explode. Y'all are listening to external wizardry bullshit. You know, the Wizard of Oz. You're all watching screens going, the Wizard of Oz told me. Enough of that BS. Okay. So we're moving into the age of Aquarius for 2,000 years. And Aquarius rules the energy. We each all have something, right? Pisces ruled beliefs, higher beliefs in the higher realms, intuition, all that kind of stuff. Get ready. Aquarius rules I know. Knowing. It's an air. It's an intellect. It's knowledge. It's wisdom. It's universal. And so Aquarius will demand you to start understanding the facts about your energy field. No matter what your purpose is, no matter if you are a chef or a teacher or a doctor or a healer or a mother or a CEO. I don't care what it is. Why you came here and what you do is irrelevant to Aquarius energy. Aquarius says, I know who I am. That's why you're all being pushed. You're watching all this stuff, labels. Let's label this. Let's label it that. Let's label your spiritual. Let's label what the Bible says. Let's label what it says in the doctrines. Let's label what their name is. Let's label what their color is. Let's label what their hair is. Let's label what they do for a living. Let's label if they have this or that. Let's label their, their culture, their status in life. It's a shit show of illusion that you've been programmed to believe. Oh, do you believe who you are? And you cannot believe who you are if you don't know who you are. So, I know who I am is coming to surface. This Aquarian energy. Pluto moved into Aquarius. We have all these things happening for death and regeneration. So here's, I know who I am in all aspects of my personality. Get ready. That's what the launching of this Truth Warrior series is. Looking at the 12 fractals, the 12 aspects of you. You have 12 personalities. You don't show up at work the same way you show up with your kids, the same way you show up in the bedroom, the same way you show up for breakfast. You are not that same person because you have 12 fractals of your quantum field of energy. But you're not looking at that because you were told to look outside of yourself at one man to save you, by the way, on the 25th. It's not going to happen because that's not how it works. It's the SUN that will rise. Let's associate that with astrology. It goes back to Mesopotamia, guys. It goes back hundreds of thousands of years. Okay, so I'm not going to get into that. That's cool. I know. I digress. Okay. You're here to look at and figure out all the aspects of your personalities, 12 to be in specific, for the imprint that you came in to show in this planet. Okay? And you have different energies that you show. I need you all to understand that you learning who you are, knowing who you are, I know who I am, helps you start understanding that you don't need to punish yourself anymore. You just need to know yourself more. Did you hear that? You don't need to punish yourself anymore. You just need to know yourself more. That's where we're going. So if you want to win the game of this universe, and I mean financially, emotionally, spiritually, physically, passionately, career, purpose, society, social, intuition, you're psychic, you're all psychic. You're all intuitive. You're just not tapping in. Your belief systems, bullshit belief systems, you were taught to have faith in. You're going to believe in yourself now. You do not need to punish yourself anymore. You just need to know yourself more. You will not escape it. So it's time to start embracing it. Okay? Most people I'm watching right now on the planet that are awakening, you don't really know who you are. And if when people don't know who they are, this is my point, that we have to start understanding you are unconscious of your karma. That's unconscious karma. What is karma? Karma is completion. You came here to complete why you came. And relationships, get ready, you're walking into the holidays. Relationships will reveal your karma. They will reveal why you are here. Okay? So karma is completing the lesson that you came to complete in this lifetime, which means you can't complete it if you don't know who the fuck you are. And that's what's going on day in, day out. Okay? So you can do it with one person. Again, relationships. People ask, like, why do I stay and talk? So I'm going to go back to the beginning, right? Why do so many people stay fixated in toxic relationships? Because you can be here and heal with one person 20 times and fix that toxicity within you, or why you're drawn to that toxicity in you, because it's the toxic love you're drawn to. You can complete your karma with one person 20 times, or you can complete that karma with 20 people 20 times. Same lesson, you choose. But right now, I'm watching people in this spiritual rat race. We talked about this on Monday. If you want a deep dive, go onto my YouTube, go onto my Spotify, your Apple podcast. You can re-listen to the entire call on Monday's Truth Tribe. We talked about the spiritual rat race. And the brutal truth is that you don't have to do anything to awaken this consciousness except for get to know you, know who you are. The challenge is that, again, we're, instead of running outside and doing the eat, sleep, work, go back to work, start over, take the kids maybe to school if you have kids, right? And start over again, go back, eat, sleep, drink, go back to work, start over. And instead of that work rat race, now we're in a spiritual rat race. And you're being directed outside of yourself. Right? Whether it's yoga, whether it's eating healthy foods, eating kale, eating this, meditating, plant medicine, healing. We're constantly in a state of healing. My answer is get to know you and you will heal, because you will know what boulders are no longer going to block you. That's how you remove the boulders, by understanding who you are and what boulders are actually there. You can just walk around them. So, on the holiday, right, you have several simple tools. Mastering Badassery with Truth. That's my new book. I just launched it. It's easy. It's simple. It will take you through step by step how to start looking at who you are. Now, you want the deep dive. It's a deep dive live with me, 12 weeks. We're going to dive into each of the 12 aspects of your personality. But you got to show up. You have to be invested, and I will literally get you to the next level to shift your spiritual, mental, emotional, and physical DNA. That's what we're doing. It's called Mastering Badassery with Truth. Here's the book. My course is in go check the link in my bio. It's called Truth Warrior Series. Just tap on it. It'll take you right to the link. Go learn more. It's all there. It'll log you in. The Truth Warrior Series is someone who has to sign up, and you have to be invested in wanting to learn you, because if you invest, you will not go back. You will shift your entire reality. But this is, guys, I get so tripped up on this. We are not asking why we're here. Why the hell am I here? Why the hell am I here suffering? I've been asking this question my entire lifetime, trying to get you guys to awaken to this. And everyone's like, well, it's just how people are. They're assholes. You have two options in this life: to walk into the holidays, to walk into your new year, new you for 2024. You can step into being awesome. You can step into being an asshole. You have two options. Everybody's like, well, we're walking into Jesus Christ. Yeah, are you being Christ-like Christ, who was awesome? And I don't mean Jesus. I don't mean the Bible. I don't mean any of that, because I don't go there. What I'm trying to tell you guys to understand is that Christ mastered all 12 aspects of his personality. He mastered compassion. He mastered kindness. He mastered spirituality. He mastered his innate healing capacity. He could touch people. You can too. He was a master Reiki master. He turned water into wine. That's what the course, our Truth Warrior series, is going to teach you, how to change your water into healing elixir. Because you are Christ consciousness if you step into it. Are you stepping into being awesome and mastering all of you? Or are you stepping into being an asshole and only falling prey to the boulders in your way? You can undo them. So the joke is on all of us that we're like going and listening to all this external bullshit, redirecting you outside, and now they're turning into spiritual tools, which is what I teach, right? But you're not knowing you. Aquarius is the new earth, the new frequency, the next 2,000 years, so y'all can jump on it now or you can wait 100 years. It's up to you. So I wanted to get you guys prepared for the holiday. There's going to be a full moon on the day after Christmas, FYI. It's going to trigger emotions for you to know you. There's Mercury retrograde we're in right now. It's tripping up our communications and looking within ourselves, slowing you down to know you. We have gone into the age or the generation of Aquarius, Pluto, to know you. So I can't harp this enough why toxic relationships, why we keep going into them and accepting them. You won't accept them anymore. It's not an Aquarian trait. Now, accepting them is different than stepping into them and going, ooh, that pushed my button. That triggered me. Ooh, that woke me up. What I'm trying to teach all of you is we're attracting ourselves, right? And people go, oh, like attracts like. No, that's bullshit. You have 12 fractals of energy, a high frequency of one of those fractals and a low frequency. If you're attracting the low frequency of you and you're like, oh, that's not who I am, you're just being asked, do I want to go back into my low frequency version of self-worth or my high frequency of low self-worth, of high self-worth? Money. What if you're doing really well and you attract someone who needs money and is not doing well? What if you do? Does that mean that's you? No, that means it's a low frequency of a version of where you used to be. Are you going to lower yourself and become a doormat again and let them drain on you? That's on you. Flip the switch. High frequency or low frequency of your energy. So I know this is hard. I know you're all overwhelmed, but again, I'm people who know me are laughing at me right now, my kids, my family, because I could be considered the holiday Grinch. Do I partake? Do I celebrate the whole scenario of Jesus is coming, to birth? No, it wasn't even his birthday. If you go back in history and go to the historians. So I'm not looking at it from that level. I'm looking at it from coming together as communal, as loving each other. Do you participate in bringing people things that celebrate who they are, or are you giving a gift with strings attached? Now you want something in return. Are you looking at this from Christ-like energy? It's about the energy. It's not about a man. So everything you're walking into, it's a very stressful time of year because you've been pushed into believing it's okay to do this. And my answer is do you. Step into you. I'm going to walk into every event as awesome, high frequency energy. And if I feel or experience someone in asshole energy, am I going to let them bring me down to a low frequency of my fractal energy? Or am I going to stay high and let them come into my energy? It's a hard habit. That's why I made the Truth Warrior series. It's literally 25 years of all my healing tools of teaching the best of the best to overcome who they aren't and remove all the boulders and step into your highest truth using your astrological personal birth chart, using healing charged energy water, using all of my tools to create high fractal, high frequency energy. I don't know any other way to do it, my friends. And those of you who are experiencing a lot of this right now, step in and talk about it because we're so mad at our parents. And this is a line I draw. None of your parents had conscious teaching, had conscious parenting teaching, had anything around consciousness to understand how do I empower my children. They didn't have any teaching. They had no way to learn this. They were taught unhealthy love or controlled love. You all are at a whole new realm of content and information because you're in quantum teaching. You're in quantum learning. You can do it fast. This course is in 12 weeks. Half the stuff going out right now is within 12 minutes to 12 seconds of learning. You're learning. That is the Aquarian quantum field. So you can make a choice from this point forward to step into any energetic field and raise your frequency, but it's up to you to intentionally move into that. And so when we start blaming our family members or our parents, like, why can't they raise? Why can't they understand me? Because they weren't taught and they didn't have the tools. And a lot of them don't have the capacity to shift 50, 60, 70, 80 years worth of education and learning of their wiring and their nervous system to shift for you. So you have to do the shift. You have to learn you, and you have to be in complete awesomeness, energetic form, and don't move. For your family, for your energy, for your peace. So again, I get where this is all coming to play. But thus, this is why I did all this for you. I raised you into, are we going to step into, right? Are we going to step into your badassery this year? 2024. Just launched it literally a week ago. So it's published. We just published on Amazon, which is so awesome, right? So I wanted to make it simple on you, or I went deep dive for all of you in the course, or you just start following me. Make sure you're following me. But any of you have any questions on this topic, these questions like why you cannot break free from toxic relationships because you were taught that kind of love. I'm going to leave you guys today with this last topic. Get ready. You will date or marry your parents' marriage unless you choose to empower and decide to build the own empire of your own kind of marriage. So you will, those of you dating or looking for love or whatever it is, until you step into understanding who you are, you will literally go looking for the love you learned. And typically it's not the healthy version. It's the toxic version of the parents' love that you learned. And so this isn't something people want to hear from me, but it's the brutal truth. It's the brutal, honest truth that you have to step into going, oh my gosh. Am I looking for it? Am I dating? And did I marry my parents? And you guaranteed you will go looking for it until you find a partner to say, yeah, I kind of don't want to be married to your parents. And they say, yeah, I kind of don't want to be married to your parents either, but let's take the good stuff and let's remove the boulders of the bad stuff, the stuff that wasn't healthy for me. Let's build something better. That's the new version of love. That's the Aquarian version of love. That's the next 2,000 years. And you can blame technology. You can blame people. You can blame the past. You can blame your parents. But I'm calling bullshit because it's none of that. It's just a pattern shift of frequency that we're in. And you guys are walking into this with the holiday season. And you're going to learn it from all the relationships around you to see, are they triggering your low frequency of energy or your high frequency of all the 12 fractals of your personality? So I wish you guys the brightest blessings. You guys that celebrate Hanukkah or Christmas or any of the holidays, happy Hanukkah, Merry Christmas, brightest blessings. This will be my last broadcast of this year, and then I will see you in the new year. I'll start doing some more lives and tap you into the new course or the new events or new things, and I'll read a little bit out of this Mastering Badassery and guys, get you guys kind of caught up into the new year of letting go of the toxicity, letting go of the boulders, and being your most badass self for 2024. You guys have a wonderful holiday. Brightest blessings. Take care.